Let's do North Carolina State. The school was established in 1887. Now, originally, it was called the North Carolina College of Agricultural and Mechanical Arts. So the nicknames for teams early on were the Aggies, the Farmers, the Techs. Then an old grad wrote a letter in 1921 to the Alumni News. There's two versions here. One says that the letter said, teams with good nicknames seem to have better morale. We should call ourselves the Wolves. And how great would it be to be the Wolfpack? Another version of that is that the letter said that fans at the games were acting like an unruly pack of wolves, and the students kind of caught on to that and go, yeah, we're the Wolfpack. They kind of bought into the whole thing. Here's the crazy part. The letter has never been found. There's no evidence of the letter. Also, there's no evidence that the school ever voted for the name Wolfpack. Much like in nature, the pack just formed naturally. We start in 1949, where the Wolfpack wear a red helmet with a white center stripe through 1951. From 52 through 62, white helmet, red center stripe. In 63, a large red S is added to either side of the helmet. In 64, the font is changed and the size of the S reduced, and this is worn through 1967. In 68, the S is made bigger and worn through 1971. In 72, back to a red lid with a white center stripe. The S is modified again, and this is worn through 82, with a change from gray to white face mask coming in that 1981 season. In 83, the center stripes are altered, and this is worn through 1985. In 86, whole new look. White helmet, red center stripe bordered by black, and a red face mask. NSC now appears and is worn through 1998. In 99, NC State flips the red and white on the helmet, and this is worn for one season. In 2000, white helmets return and the red block S, but now with N and C laid over it. The helmet has a single red center stripe and is worn through 2006. In 2007, the logo's tweaked. Notice black now fills the center of the C. This is worn for every game through 2010 and a majority of games through 2012. For 4 games in 2011 and 12, they wear red helmets, white center stripes, logo, and face mask. In 2013, the center stripe is altered on the white helmet. Instead of a single red stripe, black is now added to either side. This is worn through 2017. For one game against Richmond in 2013, patriotic logo is worn on the helmet. For one game against Florida State in 2013, the red is removed from the center stripe. For one game that season against North Carolina, Tuffy, the strutting wolf, is worn on the helmet for the first time. The logo came about in the 60s when a woman named Nola Armstrong, who was an artist, reportedly created the logo to help her husband George, who was a salesman, and he had been asked by the school's student supply store to create a more sellable wolf image. Also, for 4 games in 13 and 14, the center stripe on the red helmet is modified to white with black on either side. For the final 2 games of 2014 and a handful of games through their opener of 2017, the red helmet was worn with a black face mask. For one game in 2014 and 2 games in 15, the pack rolls out a carbon fiber helmet with red logo. The red at the back of the helmet has glowing wolf eyes in it. In 2014 against Boston College, this helmet with Tuffy's head, Tuffy's looking forward on both sides. Remember that for later. For one game in 2015 and 16, black camo helmet with red logo. In 2016 against Notre Dame, the Wolfpack threw back to the 86 to 99 look. For a number of games from 2017 through 19, the white helmet with Tuffy head, but he's looking forward on the right side and his nose is tilted towards the back of the helmet on the left side. This trend will continue for years. 2017 against Syracuse, same look on a black matte camo helmet. Against Louisville, this helmet with metallic logo and center striping. They also wore a chrome face mask. And for at least 3 games a year from 17 through 19, Tuffy on a red helmet with the black and white striping and black face mask. For 2 games in 2018, oversized Tuffy head on a white helmet. For one game in 18 and 19, Tuffy head on a plain matte black helmet. For one game in 2019 against Syracuse, white helmet with oversized Tuffy head and a black face mask. 2020 through 2023, white lid, oversized Tuffy, and red face mask. For 7 games in 2020, red helmet with oversized Tuffy head, black face mask. For 2 games in 20, black cap with oversized Tuffy head. In the 2021 opener, NC State breaks out the slobbering wolf logo. The logo had been used by the university from the 1960s through the early 2000s. The helmet also has a brick pattern to represent the brickwork of the buildings on campus. Final 2 helmets that rolled out in 21. Remember how Tuffy was looking in 2 different directions in previous helmets depending on what side you were looking at? Well, his nose is forward on both sides of the black helmet and the red helmet. These 2 helmets are current looks for the Wolfpack. That's NC State. Who's next? Follow Hooked on Helmets.